Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of the Ohio Guys here. I'm Christian Ocampo, and today I'm being joined by Madeleine Morris. How are you doing, Madeleine?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing awesome. I'm glad to have you here,
I'm glad to be here. I'm really excited.
especially for your first interview. I'm really excited about this.
Yes, it's awesome.
So we have a few questions we'd like to ask you. First of all, what is it like working in the industry today?
It's it's crazy. It's a madhouse. Everything moves at such a clip now with the simuldubs, and this season in particular, they've got most of the directors doing two shows at once. Um, so like Caitlin Glass is directing Love Live Sunshine and Garo simultaneously. Kyle is doing Megas Bride and Kino's Journey, and Tyler's doing DS irae and what's that other one called? King's Game simultaneously. So, and especially with, like Caitlin's and Tyler's shows, those casts are massive and vast. And getting everybody in to, churn out some anime has been incredibly cool to watch. Just to see everything move at such a brisk pace. It's so much fun. It's challenging. It's interesting. It's cool to watch other people work and people that you admire that you're also friends with, and getting to see them do cool new stuff and blossom, and it's so much fun to be in and around and witnessing.
That's why it's good to cheer for your friends.
Yeah, everybody works so hard so much of the time, and there are people, because I also do live theater, there are people who get upset if somebody's cast over them or if they don't book the job or whatever, and I haven't seen a lot of that at all, any of that at all in anime, which is so wonderful. It's so many of these people are so wonderfully supportive of each other, and it's a great place to grow and blossom as an artist.
Awesome. All right. So during your time, what is your favorite show you have worked on?
Hyoka. It has to be Hyoka. It was such an interesting experience from the jump, because I came in to audition and was told the other three leads were already cast, and I'm just reading you for this. And it was my first audition with Mike McFarland. It was my first time to work with Mike, and it was really nerve-wracking and really intimidating to go, oh yeah, the other three are already set, but we're gonna see how you do. And she turned out to be such a fun, sweet character, Eru did, and she and I are so nothing alike, and I love her so much, and it was a joy to watch her be excited and to be excited with her for so long. The other actors in the show were wonderful, were so wonderful and amazing to play off of. Adam Gibbs, who plays Oreki, was fantastic and came up from Houston to do the show, so about half the time I didn't get to hear him. Like, I was recording first, and then I'd show up one day and there would be 4 episodes of Adam for me to play off of and listen to. And that was so exciting, like, especially getting to hear him for the first time. And he sounds so good. Everybody sounds so good in that show. Jill, who plays Mayaka, is brilliant in everything. And she was so fiery and fun in this. And Dallas, who plays Satoshi, is hysterical all of the time. Just as a person, he's just a funny dude, and he understood Satoshi so well. and was so enjoyable and silly. And I laugh harder at his work in this show than anything else. It was so much fun, and that show means so much to me. And it was, it's a joy and an honor, honestly, an honor to be a part of. And yeah.
Yeah, it's a good show.
I like Yoka.
So do I. Cute show.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Got another question for you. What was it like working on Dice Array?
Dies Irae has been so odd and interesting and crazy, because I have a very strange experience, a very unique, I think, experience on this show in particular, because my character has nothing to do with the actual plot. Kasumi is there and around all the time, and she sees things and she interacts with people, but she doesn't know anything. She doesn't know anything about, about the magic or the murder or the conspiracy or the ancient Nazis that are being reincarnated or something. I don't know what's going on in that show. And I finally got around to watching it. I did probably 4 or 5 episodes before I got to sit down and watch it, and it felt like I was in a different show, because when I'm on screen, plot is not happening, except for one very particular case, I think in episode 3, where things kind of go off the rails, but then I have amnesia about the whole episode. So she doesn't remember it at all. And she's spunky and fun and fiery. And I did a very similar character for Tyler Walker last season in Hina Logic, who is the same, I'm excited about everything, and I'm going to yell all the time. And getting to play off of Brandon McInnes is super fun. He's fantastic, and I adore him as a person. And he's so cool and calm and chill in this show. And I spend most of my time screeching at him. Which I'm a sucker for that kind of dynamic. Yeah, it's been fun and wacky and interesting to be so removed from the plot and being able to figure out that plot while I'm working so deeply on this one particular character who doesn't affect it very much so far.
All right. Next question. What was that like working on Love Tyrant?
Love Tyrant was amazing. I'm also a sucker for harem anime. And that would, like, I keep telling people I am the target audience for Love Tyrant, because I was really into Death Note when that first came out.
Yeah.
And having this show that goofs so hard on Death Note
Yes.
was really fun and interesting. That cast is also amazing, and I'm so pleased that I got to be a part of that and play kind of the straight man to Austin's, wacky goober harem protagonist. And being that kind of rude, sassy, spunky little sister. I played a couple of clips from that show for my real life older brother, who went, yeah, that's pretty much accurate. And it was, I love my brother, as does Aqua, but there was a lot of that same fighting and you're an idiot and kind of, just jerky teenage little sister growing up. But that was it was a lot of fun, and that was my first time really getting to work on a character with Jerry. 'Cause previously I had been in contact collection for him, and my character was so small and just all business and come in and do these lines and all right, I will see you in a couple of weeks. But getting to work out who this was, and Aqua had such a nice little character arc that we got to find in there was fulfilling. It was fulfilling, and I'm glad to have been a part of a show in a genre that I think is both garbage and perfect.
It's a very interesting show. In its own way.
I keep calling it a trash harem show, but it's not. It knows exactly what it's doing. It's so tongue-in-cheek, and I love it very much.
Alright, another show, and I hope you like this one pretty much. What was it like working on 7 Mortal Sins?
Okay, so, my... I got a text from Tara, who does all of the talent coordinating, and she said, "Are you okay? Like, do you feel comfortable with working on a TV MA title this coming season?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, that's whatever." And she goes, "Okay." 3 or 4 days later, I got a message from Dave Trosco that said, "Hey, Maddie, just checking in again. Are you sure you're okay with working on a TV MA title this season?" I was like, "Yeah, totally, it'll be fine." It's like, "Okay, do you want to use a pseudonym or anything?" I was like, "No, it'll be fine." The day before I went in to record for the first time, I went, "I should probably see what this show is about." So I pulled it up on Crunchyroll and watched the first episode and went, "What did I get myself into? Oh no! Oh no! This is gonna be so insane and so uncomfortable!" And it was insane, and it was not at all uncomfortable. Dave was very, very good about making sure we all felt okay with the material that we were doing. He took a lot of breaks before we got to particularly difficult scenes with particular subject matter. And, we'd take a break and make jokes and laugh through it and goof around it. So I obviously can't speak for the other girls, but as far as I was concerned, I felt very taken care of, and it was a very safe environment to do a show that I probably wouldn't have done if I had known more about before I got there. But I'm so glad that I did it now, and I would do it again, and I'm really excited for 7 Heavenly Virtues to come out. I don't know if Maria's going to show up in that, but it's a universe that I wound up really liking, and as scared and intimidated as I was by the content at first, I'd do it again, and it was honestly a fantastic experience, and I feel like I tapped into a skill set that I didn't necessarily know that I had. And that's how you grow as an artist a lot of the time, is you get thrown into the deep end of the pool. It's like, all right, sink or swim, good luck. And that was, it wound up being a lot of fun. And I got to meet Brittany Lauda out of it, and I love her dearly, and she and I have done a handful of shows together now. And yeah, it was really legitimately fulfilling as an artistic endeavor.
Glad you enjoy working on it. All right, next question. What was it like working on Garo Vanishing Line?
so cool. It's so cool. It's so cool. My first day, Caitlin gave me a rundown because I was unfamiliar with the franchise. And she goes, "This is one of my favorite projects I've ever worked on. I'm really excited to be doing it again, and I'm really excited to have you in it." And I'm already going, "Oh gosh, I'm part of something important to you. Like, better not mess this up." But it's a really neat universe. And the way that Caitlin has molded the dub, I think, has been incredible. Because the way that it was cast in Japan is from Garo the Animation to Crimson Moon to Vanishing Line. They use the same company of actors. So I think Rico was the gold. I think I'm gonna mess this up. Rico was the Golden Knight in the animation, the Silver Knight in Crimson Moon, and then he's playing the Dark Knight in Vanishing Line, and he's playing David Matrenga's dad, which we all think is such a cool choice that maybe wouldn't necessarily have been made the way that it was if it wasn't for the method used in casting the Japanese version that Caitlin has been so faithful to. It's fun. I like Sophie a lot. She's so sweet and so cute, and she's such a crybaby. And I know she can fight, and I want her to be a badass so bad. But mostly, I want to hold her and hug her and protect her, because she's so small and so sweet and has already seen too much. But it's such a cool show, and I feel like Caitlin and I work very well together, and I'm grateful to be a part of a franchise that has a built-in family with this cast.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're happy to be a part of.
I don't think there's a show that I wasn't happy to be a part of. I mean, I was a fan before I got into voiceover as a career. And
fact.
Yeah, and it's been so cool and fulfilling and fun, and I legitimately love every project that I've done, and I'm so happy to be involved. And yeah.
All right. And now I got another show. This one's gonna be a little cuter. What was it like working on New Game?
It was so much fun. It's such a sweet show. I auditioned for season 1, and sat down. I knew what I was auditioning for, so I sat down to watch the first couple episodes on Crunchyroll, and I went, "Oh gosh, this is so cute. This is so sweet. I have to be in this show. I need to be in this show." And I think I psyched myself up too hard, and so I was nervous when I went into audition, and I think I feel like I botched my audition. But the cast that it has is so wonderful and interesting and exciting, and they all did such a good job. They all did so well. And I like working with Cliff. But when I came in for Hotaru, I was told, okay, so, here's this cute little short-haired girl who studied abroad in France. Cliff knows that I speak a little bit of French, and my family is French, and I went, is that why you thought to cast me? Because she's, because she's got short hair and she lived in France. And he goes, I cast you because you were right for the part, but also yes.
He was honest.
Yeah. And I really enjoy and respect the way that Cliff casts his shows. But Yeah, Hotaru is so cute, and I'm so happy to even have my name attached to New Game, because it was such a big deal and a fantastic show about, it's a slice of life about adult women in the workforce who are still artists, and that's such a cool story that I don't think gets told a whole heck of a lot. Caitlin had Sakura Quest a little while back that was an adult cast, which I want more of in anime, frankly. As much, I mean, I do love all of my sweet high school girls, but it's so cool to watch, these mid-20s and up working women in a cute, fun show, and it proves that they're still relatable and fun.
Awesome. All right, now I got the funny question I'd like to ask you. If you could be any character you have played in real life, who will you be? And you can mix and match.
Ooh, who would I be if I could trade places with one of my characters? Maybe Mahiro from Hina Logic. She's smart and spunky and goofy, and she's an inventor, and she can build things, and that is a skill I have always envied. I'm terrible with my hands, and it's so cool to be able to create something from nothing. And she has all these cool ideas. She has like a fix everything robot that, okay, granted, most of her things don't work and or explode, but she doesn't get discouraged by that, and that's a quality that I could use more of, I think. Yeah. My hero's cool. My hero's really cool. And maybe a little bit of Hikari from Brave Witches.
Okay.
She's also, I mean, she's got that same, like, nothing's gonna get me down, I'm gonna try really hard and do my best attitude, even though that doesn't always work out for her either. Yeah, they're both very sweet and very spirited girls, and I would, yeah, I'd do some of that.
Okay.
I'd take that life.
All right. Next question. Is there anything else coming out that you can talk about, or anything you want to plug in at this time?
Garo Vanishing Line is going to continue for another 3 months. And I'm really excited to see where that story goes. It's so cool. I'm not, and I'm still unfamiliar with the other Garo series, so I'm learning about this universe as I go, and I'm pretty sure probably over the holidays I'm going to sit down with the other 2 shows and power through it and see what I can learn from it. But that's going to continue on. I am doing a web cartoon called Failing Upward. Let me see. I'm going to see if I can find the creator's Twitter account real quick. Okay. His name is Gary, and on Twitter he is @MutantAstronaut. And he's posted up, I've done all the recording on it already, and he's posting up little by little GIFs and short videos as the animation gets done. It was totally funded by small donors on Indiegogo, which I think is just such a great way to create things. Crowdfunding has been such a boon to independent artists, and I'm really glad to be a part of something so small and up and coming and interesting, and and small budget. But so I'll be doing that. Um, I'm not sure when that is going to be completed. I think they're aiming for completion in the spring, and I think it might wind up on YouTube. But yeah, it's failing upward. And you can find updates about that like on the Indiegogo or on Twitter or yeah.
Okay. All right, and then we come to our last question, and we ask this to all the voice actors. Any Facebook, Twitter, or any other social media for the fans to contact you?
Yeah, I am on Twitter at Madie Morris VA. It's MADDIE. Morris MORRIS VA. My Instagram is at Miss Madie Morris, MISS, and the same name. Yeah, I will be happy to hang out there, and I post on Twitter entirely too much about things that mean entirely too little, but I'm always posting updates about shows and shows that I'm in and shows that I like and live theater stuff that I'm working on. But yeah, you can find me there.
All right. Well, I want to thank you for taking your time doing the interview with us. We really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. This has been awesome.
Yep. We're glad to have you. And I want to thank the viewers who tuned in for us, the Ohio guys, for this episode. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time. I'm Christian.
I'm Madie.
And we'll see you all next time. Bye now.